I won't do VR, it's not very clever in 24. And with trying to find routes and things, it's quite tricky. Well, the A10 has the screen, but it's a bit hard to see sometimes if the sun's on it. Also, when you say turn off at point J, it doesn't show those, though. They don't have names, so it'd be a bit trickier.
Yeah, I just say keep little nav map open on screen number 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Can I go come straight?
Clear?
Yep, copy.
Loud and clear.
You feeling better, Joe?
I'm feeling about half human.
That's better than what it must have felt like last week.
Yeah, it looks like my 2024 sim is the ghost, so I'm not sure what's going on here. This is the way it always goes, especially if you're doing a live stream. No keyboard.
That's a bit strange. I had that one. I often get no joystick and have to turn it off and on again. Handily, my USB hub has a switch for each plug, so you can just turn it off and on it, so you've plugged it in and out.
Yeah, I do have the live stream queued up, so we'll see how this goes. And I just did restart my USB hub, so can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, sure. I can hear it still.
For departure, west departure.
Yeah, all files on my end, is it?
Good deal. Maybe we'll get lucky and Titan will be able to join, even though he didn't think he was going to be able to today. I noticed he's online.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have him along. So I found out afterwards, reading through the chat, he's stationed at Edwards Airforce Base, which was quite a pleasure to find out. I did message him and just said, like, hopefully I didn't do your A10 a disservice with the way I flew it, because I was yanking it around a little bit, but yeah, it was a good flight.
Yeah, he's a flight instructor at Edwards.
Right, okay, cool. Yeah, I love this simulator sometimes, yeah. You kind of never know who you're flying with, whether it's ex-RAF or US Air Force or Navy. It's quite a cool simulator.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart my sim. I'm having controller problems.
Strange. Well, while you're there, is it worth a reboot to refresh all your USBs?
Yeah, well, I've got my stream going now, so good luck on me getting it restarted. And we'll see. Maybe I'll get
fingers
past.
crossed for you.
Yeah. Thanks, appreciate it. All right. Yeah, if you've just joined the live stream, we're trying to get our PC situated here for a start. So, having some issues with 24. Shock of all shocks. Yeah, I guess I'll just let everybody watch the joy of me reloading the sim, so might as well have something going on.
At least it's quite quick now.
Yeah, it's not a 20-minute camping trip anymore. So if you are just joining the stream, we're getting set up here again.
I've just put an NVMe drive for my C drive yesterday, and it's made 2020 boot up faster because that's where I have 2020 on my C drive. It was just a normal SATA SSD before.
Yeah, I did some digital dusting and vacuuming yesterday, trying to get more of my stuff cleaned out, tried to get rid of things that I'm no longer using and get myself better organized. And I see that we've got folks coming into the stream, so welcome. We are obviously rebooting 2024, so it'll take me a minute to get everybody situated, but hopefully you'll enjoy the flight, and we'll be on the runway before we know it, we hope. Cliff, have you bought any new airplanes?
Not really. I bought that T7A, which is top, and I can't think what they're called. Top Max Studios. That's really good. It's like a trainer jet, but it's very quick, very nimble. But it's got lots of things to stop you like stalling and over-G'ing and all this sort of stuff. But it flies very nicely. It's very responsive. Looks great. Very quick. But it can fly very slow. It can fly very high alphas and things. It's good fun to fly. But it's only 2020 at the moment. The marketplace hasn't picked it up yet in 24.
I gotcha. Yeah, I think I saw that one, and it was rather intriguing to me. That one's actually not operational yet, if I'm remembering it correctly.
Oh, okay. No, it's nice to fly though.
Yeah, I think they had some issues with the aircraft and maybe some overruns, whatever, cost overruns.
All right. No, I saw the CG Aviator review and I thought that looks good fun, so took a plunge. Yeah, the visibility is good as well. It's good for, you can still see around very well. So like the Mac Loop, it's very handy. You can look all around and look where you're going. Look up, look to the left, whatever.
All right, we'll get going here in just a couple of minutes. Give folks another minute or three to join. And I'm still in the middle of booting up, so here we have that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, nothing like watching someone else load a flight. How exciting. All right, we're almost there. Make sure we've got all this stuff situated too. So that looks fine. And we'll go with that for now. Well, hopefully Microsoft will get the bug fixed with the A10. So there were several of them. One being the nose art flicker, which is irritating, and then also probably more importantly to aircraft operation is the issue with the trim wheel not working.
Yeah.
I was recording a flight earlier in the week, and I was having a lot of polygoning going on in terms of scenery, which I had not seen before in 24.
Edwards Tower Speed Racer, Zulu Bravo Romeo 90512 ready for IFR.
I haven't seen lots of that.
Runway 23L.
Unless the bandwidth's very low, but then it just tends to be more blurring than polygon type thing.
Yeah, you know, I've got 1 gig internet, so I don't. Unless if there's a bottleneck, it's got to be server capacity. All right, let's see what we got here. Looks like my controls are working.
Yeah, I'm still on the waiting list for having some actual fibre to our street. Supposedly happening by December 26th. But I have noticed that at the end of our road, right at the end of the road, quite a way away, there's a new exchange box been put in. So that's interesting because it means they're in the process of building the infrastructure for it. So it might be sooner rather than later.
And we had Google Fiber come through our neighborhood. I guess it's probably been about 6 months ago. I'm using, there's a company here in the U.S. It's Spectrum, so that's my internet provider.
Okay. I've probably said it before on the thing, but we had Virgin come into the area and do fibre all around our village and town, so it's a small town. But it came up our road as far as the bridge over the bypass, and I live on the other side of the bridge, and it didn't go any further than the bridge. So that was that, and that was about 3 years ago now. So I was about 50 metres away from the end of the fibre installation.
Yeah, just to rub salt in the wound. It's so close, but yet so far.
Yeah, bridge too far.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my jumper off before, oh, it's gone 8. Gosh, it must be windy. Look at the wind socket straight out down 2-3.
Yeah, speaking of 2-3, I'm sitting at the end of 2-3, so I am back in the sim now.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, copy. You got your nameplate.
Sorry about last week, mate.
Shall I go and take off then? Oh, I see you on transmit there.
Yeah, I was doing good to lift my head off the pillow, much less lifting off a plane off a runway. All right, shall we?
Let's shall. Just crossing onto 2-3 left. Not seeing you though, Joe. Not showing multipliers.
Yeah, I'm seeing your nameplate. I don't see your plane. I'm still sitting on the runway.
I'm not seeing nameplates or planes.
Huh?
The trouble with using toggle nameplates is if you're not showing any, you don't know if you're on or off. So,
Yeah, looks like we got somebody else here in a Mark II.
just check this out.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start my takeoff roll. I'm rolling.
Right, I'm holding on 2-3 right, so I'll wait until you get airborne and come up on your end.
I'm just taking up because I can't see anybody. I don't know anybody's waypoint. According to transmitter, I'm behind you on the runway, Joe.
If you got it on live time, or have you set the time back at all?
I'm about midday.
Yeah, I noticed the time I was on was near real time, so I set real time. That's probably a mistake, isn't it? Changing that, actually.
And I'm just going to do a holding pattern while y'all get up in the air.
Right, I've just dropped away from real time. Ah, see a name tag. J16.
All right, I see y'all have departed. I'm going to go ahead and turn to the first heading.
Are you looking for a set cruise speed at all, or just kind of go as it?
No, I really don't have anything in mind. Maybe Mach 0.52 or somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yep, covered.
Oh, I can see your name tag, Adam. So it's all working now. It's been a lifetime.
Yeah, if you have it on live time, you'll only see other people that are on live. But
I didn't choose lifetime as the button, but I did set it to real time. So it must be completely.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
live time, real time, yeah, same thing almost.
It doesn't look like Devil Dog is going to join us today. And I see Alex has posted a question about playing career mode. Alex, unfortunately, I have not really messed with career mode other than getting the private pilot license, so I'm not going to be much help with that one. I'm sorry. If you're a member of Virtual Flight Online, I guess you could post a question in the 24 section of the Discord, or if you visit Huddison's Discord, you could do that as well. And I've got my airspeed settled out at about Mach 0.42, so that seems to be a comfortable pace.
Slow down, it's cool.
Adam, are you on PC or Xbox?
I'm on Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Brian sent me a freeware link to a 152 update, and I've been flying that. That thing is absolutely outstanding. I felt
the Cessna.
Yeah, I felt like I was back in the real thing. It's pretty doggone close.
Right. Yeah, a little bit of a letdown on the older Xboxes. You don't get a lot of the freewares from. Is it Flightsim.to, or is it where a lot of them are based from?
Yeah, most of the, but there are other places too. But I spend my energy, I guess, yakking about .to probably more than anything else.
Yeah. So good little service, to be honest. Yeah, something I wish it. Carry on there, Cliff.
This is great when you get, well, you can highlight the good freeware ones. I mean, there are some that aren't so good, but then they're free. So, but when you get a really good one, it's really good, really useful.
Yeah, I like that the Reams rocket too. I enjoy flying it as well. And I love the Sea Fury. It's absolutely awesome.
I haven't tried that one yet.
Yeah, I think it's so much fun it ought to be almost illegal. And full disclosure, anybody watching the live stream, I am not a Starwars Canyon Route expert, so we'll feel our way through this again. I think I could probably fly through the Mach loop with a blindfold on and an audible stopwatch.
I still get lost on that last part of the twisty part of the Mach loop. I haven't quite got it set in my head. I did it a few goes in that Q7 and started to get it. Turning left after those wind turbines helps. But I keep overshooting the end of the twisty parts and then missing the fast run to the left.
Would that be through Corris Corner and then you make the left and pretty much follow the river in the valley? Yeah.
That's it, yeah. Just that last section, I missed the turn somewhere because it gets very tight.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the real world around that part of Wales. Well, as a kid, less so now, but yeah.
Yeah, that's another place in the UK that's on my bucket list.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. I say you hit it at the right day and you might be lucky and get to see a few jets go by. It's a cracking location. And I wouldn't skip on the Lake District and Peak District as well. Two also fantastic areas in the UK for scenery.
Yeah, the A10's fun through the loop, and you know, you could probably engage the speed brakes, Cliff, and get through the twisty part.
Yeah, I think that's what I need to do, is just slow up a bit more.
You know, to be honest, I think one of the most fun trips I took through the Mach loop was actually in the C-17 Moose. That was absolutely hilarious.
So what I thought was quite a good challenge was taking the DC3 through it. That was quite a challenge. You can't get quite as low as you'd like, but that's a good challenge in itself.
I'm gonna have to try that because I love that DC3. It's one of my faves.
Oh, I was going to say it's up on my list. It's probably, if not the favourite aircraft of mine. It's definitely in probably a shared place with the de Havilland and Beaver. Are probably my two favourite.
Have you done any of Joe's vintage airlines then? I can't remember.
I haven't, no, actually. I've not looked too much into some of them flight plans. I probably should. I've been trying to do a bit of research of the old DC3s that used to run out of Derby and do the flights up north, some of the cargo runs.
Well, that'd be good. That'd be a good compliment to yours then, Joe, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm certainly open to you putting something like that together. We could use the slot. I haven't done one of those historic flights in about 2 months. It's just hectic schedule.
Did they go from East Midlands or Castle Donington as it would have been?
I think it would have been East Midlands, just south of Belvoir.
That used to be my local airport. I live just down from the runway base, and I could see them going up in the back garden.
Right. Yeah, so they don't run out of there, or at least to my knowledge, they don't run out of that location now. But probably within a decade, there was an airline, I think it was a fleet of 6 to 9 DC3s that used to run out of there. So.
Oh, right, that's interesting. I often fly out of that. I've sort of made that my home base, if you like. I know when I used to work shifts years and years ago, I used to come out, and every Thursday there was a Spitfire used to do its flight every week to keep its hours, it's airworthy and sort.
Yeah, that'd be a sight to see. I do like the old Spitfire Mark II.
And if you're on the live stream, I am coming up on Kern Valley.
It's such a shame the sim doesn't show you the other planes. When we're all in the same plane, you think there's no bandwidth requirement, surely, because we've already downloaded the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're well within distance from each other to be able to see.
I could understand it if they're all different planes, because then it's sort of a lot of data, but we're all in the same plane. It's crazy.
All right, I'm getting ready to buzz the coffee shop at Kern Valley.
Well, that'll wake them up.
And we'll wave to everybody in the campground. Yeah, I really understand why Jonathan likes to do some of his shakedown flights out of here. The scenery is just absolutely gorgeous.
So there's so many twists and turns and routes you can go. It's incredible area.
What
Yes.
area, you know, when the sim starts and there's that desert with all the pillars of stone, and that, where's that? You see the planes.
Is that Utah? Is it somewhere in Utah, I think?
Yeah, it was in Utah. I don't remember the name of the national park off the top of my head now, Cliff.
Right. Mind you, Jonathan's done a flight there because he flew that June thing there, didn't he?
Oh, the ornithopter.
Yeah.
And I'm about 2 clicks or so away from waypoint B.
Yeah, cover. Not far behind you.
That DLSS-4 looks promising, doesn't it? But I'm waiting for the official one to come out on the 30th. It is.
There is so much stuff getting updated at the moment. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah. It's good that they're making progress though in the video. They're doing some good work.
I think I spent about 2.5 hours yesterday evening updating all of my freeware from .to. It's just one right after another.
Yeah, I must make a list of my planes with links to them, but the ones that aren't in the marketplace anyway. There's not that many for me, but I should put links to them so I can check if they're updates or not.
Well, you know, if you're using .to for some of that, if you've got some freeware, then I believe on the homepage, if you're logged in, you can go to My Downloads, and then you can filter based on whether or not there's an update available. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm like you. I've got a spreadsheet tracking all of my other stuff.
I know Just Flight did that because I saw the Vulcan. It was easy to find the Vulcan update that one. Do these rocks have a name? These look like teeth sticking out of them.
Yep, I don't remember the name of the formation.
The left molders.
I believe this is a part of Sequoia National Park. That much I know, but I don't know what this specific formation is. And if you're watching the live stream and you know, throw a comment in the comment section. Yeah, it looks like Womble is with us on the live stream.
I saw one of the Dave's nameplates when we were at the airfield, but I haven't seen them since. It's flying somewhere else.
Well, hopefully he's not sitting over on the Virtual Flight Online Discord waiting for us. Yeah, like you were saying, Adam, the scenery through this is just absolutely just gobsmacked.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I've been doing quite a few flights out of here since you sent me the route. I've carried on a little bit north from what's the lake that we're heading to now? I forget the name of it. But yeah, breaking away from the lake that we're heading to now, going more up north, and there's some nice twisty parts up there I found to be quite good.
Up beyond the Sidewinder route, even further north.
Yeah, I found it.
Well, I can see your cockpit, Joe. Just the cockpit floating in the air.
I guess I've got that Wonder Woman paint job on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you just come by. Adam just went by me, and that's what I saw out of him, too.
Yeah, makes it kind of a little bit difficult to fly the wing when you can't exactly see the aircraft.
I tested my Yosemite flight plan again today, and it seemed to time okay, so I'll choose a date for that one Wednesday or something. 24 Wednesdays. That looks good. It's good scenery.
Yeah, the flight we're going to do tomorrow is a Papua New Guinea flight for beginners. I didn't pick any obscenely tight or short runways on purpose this time. Did you do the flight last week? Well, the Sunday flight?
Yes. Can't think where it was. Yes.
What did you think of the coffee stop break?
I'm trying to think which one. They did them both.
Yes, the real short runway, yeah.
Yeah. That was, I think I overshot. I ended in the trees. Oh yeah, is that the one with the fence?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. No, I did manage to stop that one. But yeah. But then we parked up on the hill, and then you turn around to come down the hill because of the tail dragger. It was very hard to stop yourself rolling down the hill because your tail kept lifting off the ground.
Yeah, Peter and I test flew that route. He was kind enough to send me an invite when he was checking it out, so I tagged along with him. It was a lot of fun. I hate I missed last Sunday.
Wow, these rocks look good down here. I'm just flying through the little crevices. They're like, you can see the strata of the rocks. They're laid out diagonally. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, as far as terrain goes, 24's really knocked it out of the park, hasn't it? It's actually been able to see the different composites and different types of rock. It's quite good.
So this is Owens Lake, is it?
That's it,
When we get to J, we're coming back to here, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to cut across and come back to the lake and then circle around.
So this would be the entry point for things like the F-16s and F-18s, wouldn't it? And then the A-10 is the... Yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah, I mean, you can make other entrances into that Jedi route, but it's very difficult. It's hard to spot, too.
Yeah, so I missed it a few times, and I had to do a bit of a proper search and found somebody flying on YouTube, and I was like, right, I finally figured out where it was. So it'll be interesting. This will be my first time actually flying through it. I did the route last weekend, unfortunately, when you was ill, just to kind of get a lay of the land with Titan, and but never actually did the Starwars Canyon myself. So it looks a bit tricky. You have that one little section, don't you? You kind of have to fly it straight instead of kind of following the bend left and then arcing it right. You're better off splitting the difference and kind of cutting a straight line.
Yeah, I think they had a few incidents. I don't think you're supposed to now get down below the ridge line anymore in terms of the flight restriction.
All right. What was the official name for the canyon? Was it Rainbow Canyon because of all the different coloration of the rock face?
Yeah, I think that's right. I'm now beyond the lake. I'm going to drop altitude a little bit, and I'm going to hug the ridge line over here to the right.
Few power lines to watch out for as I almost come a crapper to them when I was doing this flight last week.
It looks like Womble's going to join us. He's booting up his PC.
It's something strange in my 24, because you import a flight plan and send it to the avionics. Like in this A10, it shows the flight plan going off to the right and back the way we came, almost.
Hey firm, yeah, mine's done the exact same. It hasn't.
It seems to miss waypoints. I did it on my Yosemite flight. It did some waypoints, but not all of them. Sometimes it went direct to the airport or the next named waypoint. It's very strange. It wasn't like all waypoints, it was just certain ones it just decided to ignore as though they weren't there.
Yeah, so I've done the same thing here. I thought it was a bit of a corruption with my loaded flight plan, so I ended up just clicking on the location.
Why, if you notice in Little Nav Map now, it's got, you can export to 2020, but you can also export for 2024. So I wonder if there's a difference in the format that's causing it problems.
It could be.
What was that on Little Nav?
In Little Nav Map, where you used to export for MFSS 2020, you can now also export specifically for 2024.
Right.
Don't know, but I might try that with my Yosemite ones, see if they all come back.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out too. I haven't updated Little Nav Map in a minute.
Yeah, the new one's got, it can load the database from 24 as well. There's a little symbol, looks like a pile of coins, and you can load both databases and it automatically chooses the database for whichever sim's running.
Alright, I'm coming up on waypoint Edward. I'm about halfway between. Are all the fuel tanks automatic on this A10? I've never really looked. Do we have to switch anything, do we? Don't believe you do, no.
Good.
I figure I'll spend a little bit more quality time and deep diving once they fix the trim bug.
Yeah.
I'm almost to our 90-degree turn.
Oh, I need to be at height, I do, don't I?
Yeah, I'm going to start my turn at this lake. Yeah, I also thought it was interesting that there's that predominant lava flow on the other side here we're getting ready to come to. Of course, this area in the U.S. doesn't actually scream to me volcano, but, you know, rewind a few million years.
It's because I wouldn't have thought it, but yeah, okay. I must imagine then you've got quite a few hot springs and stuff around the area.
Definitely a possibility. I think the other major feature we were close to was Death Valley National Park.
Right, okay.
I guess you can go visit your favorite rattlesnake. But the other thing I like about the A10 is the quality of the animations that are going on inside the cockpit. I think it's very well done.
Yeah, there's some things they've done really good on it. It's just a shame about, like I said, with a few minor bugs with the trim and the artwork on the nose being a bit glitchy. So the one thing that baffles my mind is why we can't see each other's aircraft.
Yeah, when you already have the data downloaded.
Yeah, I think who was in the sky earlier, that Delta Golf name tag. I'm not quite sure who that was.
He's on the regular flights.
Yeah, I saw his aircraft, whatever he was flying. It showed up as a twin prop kind of GA aircraft.
Okay.
Obviously, because I didn't have obviously his aircraft that he's flying. But yeah, I could see him from.
He flies the Duke in the 414 quite a lot.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think he was flying the Eurofighter is what he was in.
Oh, okay.
And I think that just got released, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, that'll be one I'd like to look into if it's on Xbox. I do quite like the Eurofighter, obviously being one of our predominant ones that we teamed up with France to make it. So.
Yeah, it's very cool. I will pick it up at some point.
Who releases that one?
Oh, I don't remember, Cliff. Is it Techno?
Have a look.
Okay, we've gone from snow to desert. Yeah, I think I'll bleed off some altitude here and say hello to the snakes on the ground.
Pull up, pull up.
Yeah, the texturing on this lava flow is really cool. Plus, I guess some of it could also be seasonal rainfall erosion too.
Yeah, possibly. Bit of both.
Yeah, the lack of trim makes us a little bit of a handful, doesn't it?
It does a bit, yeah.
Try that trim, that centre point suggested, because that does help a lot. It makes it more comfortable while you're not constantly putting pressure on the stick. Or certainly putting less of it next time you try it.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot. I saw that you posted that. Thanks, Cliff.
I only had to create a new profile because I tend to use the same profile for almost all the planes. The only time I have differences where there's functional overlap. But in that case, obviously you need a separate profile so all the other planes aren't out of trim naturally.
Now this ground coloring and texturing here is, it's just amazing. Look, a photograph.
So I'm quite low and you can really see it, like you say, with some of the runoffs from the mountains mixed in with the flow, like the ancient flow. It's incredible.
So is this part of the run you're talking about? No, it's
Yep, we're retracing the upper part of the Sidewinder route. We've got a little bit further to go before we make our cut over. We're coming up on it. Or I'm almost to J anyway.
Actually, when we're talking about the flight plan not going into the sim properly, the rose thing at the top of the screen, you know, you have that HUD display, that's got the complete flight plan on, and yet the one in the plane doesn't. So the sim itself imported the flight plan fine, but the plane didn't.
Yeah, avionics issue, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you had any instances, Cliff, of the avionics just not flat working at all?
I haven't noticed them not working at all, but it's recently mainly just been odd flight plan issues. I mean, this afternoon I assumed it was because I was flying a 2020 plane. I flew that 635, the Blackwing 635, and that's got a G3X, is it? And I assumed it was that. You know, it was an old 3X, but obviously not, because it's doing the same in this one. So, don't know.
Can you imagine driving down this road in a car and having something unsettling and high speed go right over your head?
Yeah, that's weird. Wouldn't get much notice or warning, would you? Leap out your skin.
Yeah, you wouldn't exactly want to look in your rear view and see 3 A10s approaching. Kind of make you wonder if you're...
So where you shouldn't be.
Yeah, a bit of restricted... yeah.
And I guess that's fine as long as you don't hear Bert.
Yeah.
Because Bert will ruin your day.
Yeah, some 30mm coming your way wouldn't be nice.
So are we doing a hard right here?
Yes, sir. I've already made my break. Yeah, I did it a little bit early just to cut off some of the distance. So I'm just going to navigate myself back over to waypoint Charlie and then start the run from there.
I'm presuming your flight tomorrow, Joe, that's in PNG, that's going to be on the 2020, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, cap it. I might join in, but flight in 24 maybe. I've not done much flying in PNG, so it'll be be nice just to do, even if I'm not with you guys, I'll do it in the 24.
No, Flight in 24, join on the Discord and take part of the lively banter.
There's plenty of it, isn't there? So.
There's usually a few people in 24, I think, so you should have some company.
Right, okay. I know Valdi, I think, flies the majority in 24. So yeah, I might as well.
Yeah, I think Titan does as well.
Yeah, I've just not got the space on the Xbox to have all of them downloaded, and a few of the other titles I like playing and stuff. I'm quite restricted on the Series S.
Are you able to change the disk in it? The SSD or whatever?
I've got an external hard drive, but it doesn't let me. I brought it within the intention that I'd be able to play games from it, and it doesn't let you. It's not powerful enough to run games from, or especially the newer games. A few of the older titles I can run it from the external SSD, but all it does is just basically makes the transfer over a little bit quicker. So instead of it taking like an hour for a 150 gigabyte download, it will take like 30 minutes instead. So I can transfer games over, but I don't fancy doing that every couple of days when I jump.
You're not able to change the internal drive.
Not to mine. I'm not very technically minded when it comes to things like that. So I only had a computer for a few years, and that was enough for me once I kind of got into the realm of hard drives dying and graphics card need replacing. That's kind of why I went the console route.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm making my turn to come back across Owens Lake.
Yeah, copy. I'm about half a nautical behind it. I'll give a bit of separation when we do get closer to the Starwars Canyon.
Yeah, I wonder what that green polygon is supposed to be that's right under us.
Oh well, yeah, it's trying to pull it as a building, isn't it? But it just looks like somebody's done half a harvest on their crop field by the looks of it.
Well, let's see if I can manage to locate this ditch. I think Canyon is probably being more than generous.
Yeah. I know Jonathan did a little video on it, and there's a bit of a salt flat out to the east of the canyon, and some people use that as a reference. You've kind of got this little, you kind of got these two mounds out to the east of it that you kind of use as a 90 degree turn point if you do the run east to west instead of like we're going to do now, do it west to east into the canyon.
I think I'm barking up the right tree here.
So I'm knocking off to about a 1.5 nautical mile gap now between us.
Pull up, pull up.
That looks like it there, doesn't it, off to our right?
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, I think that's the, yeah, I found it over to the south of your current position.
No, I'm going to do this the hard way.
You're going to do an east to west approach.
Yeah, I'll stay away from you. So I'm going to swing back around doing what you're doing.
So doing the west to east, going down the valley instead of up the valley was quite nice. Just I was probably only doing about 220, just trying to get a feel for it before I try and do any speed. I might try and do it about 300 knots now, see if I can get by.
Are you back in the canyon yet?
I'm just out to its north now. I'm going to do a left-hand pattern into it. The canyon should be, judging from your nameplate, should be that one now directly to your west.
Yep, I'm in.
Molded. Yep, cap it. I'll do a little pattern before I enter it.
Sorry, was that it? Was that little, like say,
I found it.
all right.
Yeah, he found it. He went right over me. All right, these two dune mounds are good markers.
I'm going to give that little uphill approach a little go there. try and do it a bit quicker than when I come down. I'm going to aim for about 320.
Are you going west to east again, Adam?
I'm going to try and do an uphill approach like you just did from east to west. So I've just entered it now on the east side.
Yeah, I got you. I'm going to swing back around on a teardrop, and then I'm going to come in the opposite way once you're clear.
Yeah, covered. So you might see me at the bottom of it if I I mess this corner up here. Yeah, you definitely have to straight line that one bit, don't you, about kinks left and right.
All right, here we go again.
Oh, I'm up and out. I might even try and follow you in, Joe. I might go
Valley.
Pull up, pull up.
Yeah, it's a bit hard discerning which one's which, isn't it, from the east side?
This seems to be a bit of a
Yeah, I guess you don't want your call sign here to be Porker.
See Joe coming the other way.
Yeah, I got you, Cliff.
Yeah, that was surprisingly smooth in the A10. I mean, she's not too quick, is she? So it's quite a smooth ride through the valley. I'd like to give that another go in F15, or sorry, F18. I wish I had an F15.
I bet the F-117 would be fun down through it.
That's the Skyhawk, is it? Nighthawk, sorry, is it?
Yeah, it's the stealth fighter, whatever that thing was called.
Yeah.
Or the not-so-stealth fighter, however you want to frame it.
Is that the one that was flying over Russia for a while and they thought it was undetected until Russia developed I forget the name of the SAM system they developed, but ended up taking one of them out, and that's when they knew Russia had been watching them. Or am I mixing that up with the U-2 spy plane?
Yeah, I think you're mixing that up with the U-2.
Oh, right, okay.
Just pause and go sort some things out. Since we're not concentrating.
Pull up, pull up.
So anyway, just this in the air, do it.
Oh yeah, it vanishes, yes.
All right, up to the crowd. Y'all want to make another pass, or you want to head back to Channel 8?
If you want to go another pass while I quickly sort the dogs out, and then I can come back and finish after them.
So I definitely don't object to a few more passes.
I'll be back in a second.
All right, we'll make it so.
Just going to do another backwards entry downhill here. I'm just going to see how fast I can go through it. Yeah, the A10 handles a lot like a dream. I was just doing pretty much max throttle between 345, 350, and that was quite comfortable going downhill.
Pull up, pull up.
Yeah, angry Betty's complaining at me that I'm too low.
Yeah, she did the same to me, kept telling me to pull up. Don't think she knows we're trying to do a canyon run.
Yeah, this is not uncomfortable at all on this little plane at all.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Well, you can actually be smooth. You haven't got to jank it or anything, have you? You can just float it through quite nicely.
Yep.
Be a little bit different going uphill because that kink, you kind of have to approach that initial left, right, left turn a bit differently. So I'm just going to give it a go uphill now and hopefully live to tell the tale. Yeah, I'm going to have to take this through the Mach loop now, since you said it earlier that it was quite good through the Mach loop.
Yeah, maybe I'll set up another one of these impromptu and we can do it together if you're interested.
Oh yeah, I'll be up for it. Like I say, I do quite a few flights around the Mach loop. Just normally do it on my own, like I don't really create plans for it. So it'd be nice to do it with a few other people.
Yeah, not being critical of our low-level route, but this is kind of like the Mach loop on training wheels.
Yeah, yeah. Still really good though. This is. Oh yeah, if you're doing 340, 350, it can get a bit hairy on that that last little kink to the right. In fact, I'm going to go for a take two while we wait for Mulder.
Pull up, pull up.
All right, Adam, I'm out.
Yep, covered. I'll just enter now. You're going to start tracking back now, is it?
No, I'm going to continue to hold here until Maldy gets back.
Yep, covered. You just meant you was out the canyon, so cool. Oh,
I was just letting you know I was making my exit. Not the exit.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a mic drop moment, right? It's like, well, that's it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's it. I'm off. Yeah. I've had enough. I'm going out. Yeah, you don't have to get close to that one hill to make the right. Yeah, that's good fun. I don't think you'd want to do it much quicker than what, about 0.55 Mach? I think I was doing through there then.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm toying around with for a group flight idea in March is a balloon rally.
Oh, okay. That sounds quite interesting, actually. I've not flew the balloons yet.
It's surprisingly relaxing. I'll just say that.
I guess it takes a lot of balance, doesn't it? Because you've got to be careful to not accidentally collapse the canopy with kind of letting all the heat out, I presume.
Yeah, the burners or the sound that it makes is just incredible.
Are you going to go for some fixed weather then, Joe, with the set wind directions? And stuff?
Yeah, I think we'll do that. Otherwise, it'll be total chaos.
I think it'd be good to have, say, 3 different wind directions at different altitudes. Like, you can actually move around a little. Or just follow the wind that where it takes you, I suppose.
I'll float that idea, pun intended, with the group, see what people think.
I reckon it could be a good bit of fun, I'd.
Yeah, I was getting really tempted by room for
How well does the sim kind of channel the air with the terrain? 'Cause you could even do like a bit of a canyon run if you had the wind going into the canyon, whether the wind would actually help you make some of the bends in like a bit of a valley and canyon, whether it would like I say, follow the contour of the land and actually use it to make turns.
Stitch doesn't look wide enough for the wind, surely.
Were you able to get another run in, Cliff?
Yeah, I've just gone through east to west.
Okay, after you come back through west to east, I guess we can head on across.
Oh, I'll have to find it again.
If you turn in this way, you can follow me in Mulder. Although I think you might actually complete your turn before I do.
Can't see it. Oh, I missed. I think. Just found it by chance almost.
Yeah. Right, Alpha Mike is entering from the west.
Couldn't see you, Adam. I've cut you off, I'm sorry.
No, I've managed to just squeeze just in behind you.
Yeah, this lava flow is just it's just wonderful. My goodness, makes me want to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, all the little details, all the little valleys. It's I've done it very, very, very good job.
Yeah, they've got that texture good now, haven't they? Yeah, that surfaces and snow and everything.
Right, I'll have to find you now, Joe, and we'll follow you out. Are you going down the canyon that?
Well, I can see him on transmitter, so if you follow me, Adam, you should be able to catch him.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm down on the valley floor.
He's on the right-hand side, following the rocks. Well, oddly, I'm not seeing you in the sim again.
Yeah, the two of y'all just disappeared, and I had you earlier.
I can see on transmitter you're straight in front of me, but there's no nameplate.
The nameplate's cut out after, I think, 4.5 nautical miles, so I think we probably have to close the distance.
Okay, right.
Yeah, for some bizarre reason they don't. The nameplates aren't as long as the distance isn't as far as it was.
It's a bit of a shock. I can understand doing that when somebody's more than, say, 50 miles away. It's pointless seeing somebody's in another country, but
yeah. Yeah, I wonder if there's a setting where you can change it. I've not actually particularly had a look in the settings, but I'd like to have it at least 15 nautical miles. That's
yeah, Joe's just appeared.
Okay, yeah.
Technical term, I'll give it some thrush to catch him up.
Yeah, Wumble, I hate you weren't able to join us. I just saw your other message in the chat. For those of you who are just joining, we just made our way through the Jedi route.
Can we still pick up dust in this? When I remember we did it in 2020, there was great watching all the dust trails across the desert. Planes that have gone in front of them.
I'll let you know. I didn't see any when I was flying with Titan when we was doing a bit of low-level stuff.
Strange, it used to.
And again, for those of you who have popped into the stream, we are
I'm about a nautical mile out.
Through the Jedi transition on our way back to China Lake.
I didn't see any dust, at least from the distance I was.
Okay.
Did you see any on your own screen if you
No.
Alright.
I know it kicks up plenty if you're in a helicopter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've done a few bush flights with the helicopters in Africa looking for some of the wildlife. And you try and come into land sometimes, you can't make out where the ground is. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, they're a bit excessive, because when we did that flight with Peter on the Wednesday, some of the airfields in Scotland, there's just mountains of dust from all the planes just sat there on the runway. It's strange, because mustard-coloured dust and you couldn't see a thing.
Had the same thing with the gyros, didn't we?
Oh, that was it, yeah.
You know, once we get down to this lake, we could just brake and head straight across the China Lake.
Yeah, copy. We'll follow you, Jet. Just having a quick look at some of the METAR information. I've got 3 knots from 300. So I guess we could break east and kind of come from the south maybe? Just extend it a little bit down and then go for a 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2 sounds good.
Yep, copy.
I guess I'll make my way all the way to the end of the lake before I do the break. Oh, looks like there's a little airfield down here off my wing.
Yeah, Troner or something. It's been a 6,000-foot runway, so it's quite big.
There's a helipad there as well, just looking at the satellite imagery. I see you screaming along the along the runway there.
Has to be done. I was doing a roll at the end, but nobody can see it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, you could have just done it for you.
I've done that a few times. You just take the edge plane on a nice sunny afternoon sort of weather setting over an airfield and just do some aerobatics, you know, some loops and stuff like that, you know, cubonates and stuff over the airfield. It's quite relaxing. It's good, especially in VR or the head tracking where you can look to the right and see that you're staying square to the ground, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd love to get a VR set up. Just makes that a little bit more immersion, doesn't it? Kind of, yeah.
It definitely helps
looking
with
around.
that, I think. You just look over your shoulder and see the land going over the loop. You know, obviously when you're just looking ahead and you try and do a loop, as soon as you can't see the ground, it's hard to tell you're sort of at 90 degrees or whatever, same level.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a challenge for me when I'm doing some of the low-level valley flying. Is I'm kind of balancing my throttle, or taking my hand off my throttle to get to my controller to use the right stick to look around.
Right, yeah.
It can be a bit of a headache.
You have to try, ask Mumble, he's put a write-up on how he does his head tracking, hasn't he? Some clever trick or something.
Right.
Yeah, have a look on Discord in Virtual Flight one. He's done I think he's made some notes about how he made it work. It's just some clever hack. It's not too complicated, from what I remember.
Right, I'll have a look.
Wasn't he
You
using
coming
his
back,
cell phone?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I did duct tape it to his head and okay.
I can't quite remember. It was something pretty basic. It wasn't overly complicated.
I wonder if it's like a face tracker then from the
Yeah, I
camera.
think it might be.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I use Smooth Track quite a lot, although I'm using the webcam at the moment. I finally realised why I couldn't get the OpenTrack and Be My Tracker software to work. I'd forgotten to turn that game setting on because that seems to go off by default. Oh, we're there.
I'll do a little teardrop left pattern from the south then, and I'll come in on 3-2. I'll have to remember how to land it. I think it's 130 knots, isn't it, the approach speed for the A10.
Yeah, it's not. You don't want to be going real fast.
No. Actually, I could probably, yeah, I'll do a left-hand turn here. Just want to make sure I'm not going to cut any of you guys up.
No, you're good. I'm on your 6, so I'll just follow you in.
Okay, but I'll do my left turn now. Oh, I see Womble Y.
Yeah, he's been watching the stream.
I think I just cut him off.
That's what I can't see.
Yeah, tell him Bert says hi.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Womble. Just kidding.
Well, that's why the head tracking suddenly stopped working, which isn't handy when you're trying to find it out. We were just talking about head tracking and mine just stopped working.
What are the chances? Alright. Alpha Mike's on short final 3-2.
Just lane taps again.
Yeah, I've got gear and flap down, Adam. I think I've given you plenty of separation for your rollout.
Okay, cover. I'm gear down, flat one, or stage one, I should say.
Just give me a shout out when you're over the threshold.
Cover.
We're doing
3-2.
Yep.
And Alpha Mike is over threshold.
And Speed Racers on short final.
And Alpha Mike is down.
3 miles away. Hold it.
And 3-2 is clear.
And I'm down.
He's down as well. Oh. It's going a bit too fast for me.
Sorry, I stopped too quick, Moldy. That was my fault.
That's wide enough. There's your wingtips.
Just like we planned it.
It's just a little high five. That's all it was.
Just gonna sneak down this runway. Onto the top. Definitely coming.
All right. If you're on the live stream, thanks for joining us.
Looking at this windsocket, looks like we're into a tailwind. With the tailwind.
Alright, so I checked on the EFB and it said 3 knots.